Hello, what is up guys? EvilDoUsHarm here today, back with another Blade and Soul video. So in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the very controversial opinion that I have, and I know a lot of you are going to flame me in the comment section for this, but this is the best patch that has ever been introduced to Blade and Soul on the EU or NA versions in the history of the game. And I know you're going to be really upset about me saying that, but I just want you to bear with me and hear me out on this one before you downvote or comment anything, okay? So, reason number one. We get to see Karopi, who hardly ever posts anything negative. He's got to be probably the most positive, tilt-proof gamer I've ever played anything with in my life. He went out and posted a rant video about Blade and Soul in Chinese. Like, he never posts anything in Chinese, or very rarely. He posts his motivational speaking videos in Chinese, but we never get to see that, and this is like got to be one of the first times he's ever posted something negative in Chinese. Like, come on. This is unheard of, uncharted territory, probably the greatest video you will ever watch, so the link is in the description below. Honestly, forget watching the rest of the mine, go watch Karopi's. But if you want to stick around and watch the other reasons why this patch is amazing, we're going to hop over to Jark's channel. Jark has not posted a negative rant video in probably a couple weeks. Like, he's really been on a drought here, and we really finally got to hear him really chew into and tear apart all the negative things about this patch. So a lot of people have been missing out on that content. A really great opportunity for the community to be able to see this content again. You know, Jark really hasn't had anything negative. There hasn't been anything for him to go off about, but they got him a good one here this time. Third, if you go onto the Blade and Soul or r/Blade and Soul, like, these memes that have come out of this are absolutely amazing. Like, fantastic memes. Like, 10 out of 10 quality. I don't think I've ever seen any better ones on the r/Blade and Soul Reddit. I mean, this one, I just can't stop dying laughing at this one. This is a really good one. Another great meme, really great meme. And I guess this one's a little bit more personal, so we're not going to really call this number 4. I guess we'll call it like 3.1. But because of how much negative feedback this patch is getting on Reddit, people are entirely forgetting about me. Like, normally I'm the one getting flamed on Reddit. But because of this, like, Levi gets a free pass. Amazing. Number 4, because of how many people don't want to play the game after the update, the 32-bit client is an amazing solution. As you know, the 32-bit client has problems loading lots of people in large areas or lots of items on the same map, and it'll crash your game. But because there's not as many people in the game, so it doesn't have to load as many people, 32-bit client runs silky smooth. Highly recommend switching to it if you haven't already. Shameless plug for my own video. Number 5. The Archer class came out and it's really fun. Number 6. Because of the changes to the daily challenge and the fact that you get the 5 gold reward after 2 dungeons instead of 3 dungeons, statistically, if you only run the 2 dungeons on every single one of your characters, you'll acquire more just straight up gold faster. Oh, what, you care about the other materials that you get from the other boxes? Don't worry about it. Number 7. Since you're limited to only 3 Orb of Ascension shards per week, and you can only get 2 Orbs of Ascension totally from running your daily and weekly challenges now in the entirety of the game, since the Orb of Ascension shard has been removed, you can only run 2 Heaven's Mandates per month. So that's like 1 less dungeon you have to run every single day, because you can only do it twice. Oh, what's that? It's in the daily rotation, and as a new player, to do the daily rotation, you've got to do Heaven's Mandate or Cold Storage, and then that Mid-Bummer Night's Dream quest, and then maybe try and weasel your way into another completely endgame dungeon that, like, you probably don't have the gear to use. Pro number 8. Because new players can't progress, you don't have to worry about them trying to find a party in your endgame dungeons, so way less people you have to kick. Plus, number 9. 9? Am I at 9? I'm at 9, right? If you look at the player profile with the P key, because it's so small you can't even read it, you don't have to worry about looking for people's AP. Like, just accept them, you know? They probably don't want to play the game anyway if they're a new player, so they don't have any low AP, so if they're coming to your party, they've got to have at least decent gear. Number 10. Because the new daily dungeon system forces you to do 8 daily challenges if you want to progress your character extremely quick as an endgame player, and since one of those items is cost gated, with Heaven's Mandate being forced to have an item that is unobtainable in the game now essentially, whales aren't going to be able to progress as quickly, which allows like mid-gear players that can barely survive this patch a lot easier time catching up to the whales, since they can't get any further than you. Number 11. The Archer's fun. Number 12, except it's a camera, so it's backwards, 12. The changes to MSP that made it so that the lightning strike doesn't actually kill all of the bosses in the area or doesn't kill all the mobs after killing a boss means that you have to spend more time in MSP. This is a great change that they were really looking out for gamers with here, right? Because as gamers, it's kind of hard for us to have social lives. Sometimes we're a little shy or can't interact with people, and we don't really have things to do on weekends. So by making us spend more time in MSP, they were really looking out for us and giving us some purpose to our lives. So at this point, you got to be like, all right, that's it. This patch cannot get any better. No way in heck. Like, Levi, you're absolutely right. But NCSoft is going, no. We're going to keep making this patch better. It's going to get better and better. You're going to get so tired of how amazing this patch is that you're going to say, NCSoft, please, no more patch. Revert to the last patch. This patch is too good. Please go back. Please. But NCSoft will be like, no, we're going to keep making this patch better. It's going to be the best patch you've ever seen. Number 14. The Archer's pretty fun. Number 15. The user interface recommending different gear requirements for dungeons is incorrect for some. Like Warped Citadel. Easy mode, 1670. Hard mode, 1430. Number 16, and this is more so a complaint about the store versus the actual patch itself, but with the patch came the Zen Archer Starter Bundle. The Zen Archer Starter Bundle provides a Naryu Sanctum bracelet that you get for completing Know Thine Enemy, just a typical straight-up story quest line that you do after completing the story. Special Hongmoon EXP Charm, which is just 1,000,000 EXP. A gem that you're going to get for completing the story. Some gold, Hive Queen Wings, which are pretty much obsolete at this point, and Legendary Gem Hammers, which once again can be bypassed simply by knowing how to play the game. This is a scam bundle targeted towards newer players that don't actually know what's up with the game, just to get them to spend money. Absolutely maniacal. So I think I've had enough fun making fun of the patch, and I'm kind of just going to get straight up serious now. If you do have any thoughts about the patch, you want to leave those in the comment section, make sure you do that. But I'm going to get into my thoughts on the patch for real. The only thing in this patch that anybody in the community wanted, whale or non-whale, was the Archer as well as the Trove. If those were the only two things that got released with this patch, I think it probably would have been one of the best patches all year. Instead, we got a whole bunch of different changes and bugs introduced. So let's start with the dungeon thing and the gold nerf reward change thing. So obviously the dungeon change is not realistic, like there's no way they intended easy mode to be hard mode. I do hope this gets fixed as soon as possible. But this daily challenge change is absolutely killer for new players. Like as a new player, there's pretty much no way to progress in this game. And if you're a new player watching this video, I would honestly recommend you not even come and play the game, straight up. Because they've made the daily challenge, which is your primary source for gaining materials in this game, impossible as a new player. And it hurts me to say that, because my channel is entirely targeted towards new players. Like, I want to get as many new players into this game as possible because they'll watch my channel. Like, straight up. And for me to have to say that if you're a new player, I wouldn't come to this game is absolutely insane. Really needs to be looked into. The dungeons you can do as a new player are basically these bottom four here. Maybe Drowning Deeps on a good day if you can find a nice party. One of the dungeons is inaccessible because of an item not available in the game. The other ones are really kind of far geared for what the story ends up giving you to be able to even do. So as a new player, you're kind of forced to not be able to gain any materials. You can run a few dungeons and eventually you'll get bored because there's no way for you to continue progressing your character without spending money. Absolutely insane dungeon change. And it works no better for the people that are super geared with multiple alts because now they have to spend more time. It discourages you from playing the game. I have no idea whose idea this was as far as this dungeon changes. The gold nerfs, actually, I don't even care about, personally. The gold nerfs, all they do is bring the economy back more in line with what it was at the Aransu tier. So it's kind of just bringing the market back. Okay, whatever. The problem with the gold nerfs is that they didn't nerf the cost of the weapons below it. So they're trying to make the Thornbreaker similar to the Aransu as far as upgrade cost and time constraint or time gating, but newer players now get that same time gate even though when they released the Aransu stuff, there wasn't that same time gate. So this whole daily challenge, gold nerf, reward nerf, all of this makes absolutely zero sense. And I'm really just scratching my head at this one. Let's talk about the visual bugs. Obviously, they're just things that are bugs, and hopefully they get fixed pretty soon. And in reference to all the other things that are bugged in this patch, obviously they're bugs. I do hope they get fixed very soon. But if you think I missed something or if I didn't beat up something hard enough, please let me know in the comment section below. Leave a comment, leave your thoughts, what I missed. At any rate, guys, I really hope this game gets fixed. I really hope this patch gets fixed because it's kind of disappointing to play on. I haven't done any endgame content because there's no point in doing it. I've just been leveling my Archer because really the only awesome thing that came out of this patch was the Archer. But anyway, guys, I'll see you at the next stream, video, or wherever I happen to see you. Peace.